In this video, traders, we're going to look at analyzing your thought process when in a losing streak. Stay tuned. Hey guys, warm welcome to you. So, several messages from subscribers. Do appreciate all your messages and also appreciate your subscription. Thank you very much if you are subscribed to the channel. Okay, so this goes something like this. Hey, I'm in a losing streak. I don't know what to do. I'm working extra hard to get out of it and it's just not working. I seem to be spinning my wheels. If anything, I'm losing more money. And my reply is generally this, and I thought let's do a video on it because everyone's going to benefit from it because, you know, we all have losing streaks, guys. It doesn't matter what level we're trading at, whether you're the worst loser in the world. If you're the worst loser in the world, you're probably losing all the time, but you get the point all the way up to, you know, the most successful trader out there. Some point in between, we all have losing streaks, and it's how we deal with them, which means how we're going to get on in our trading, how we're going to come back, and whether we're going to even survive. And so I wanted to kind of discuss today about some of the thought process that goes on when losing. Now, majority of people will react like human beings are wired to react, which is, I'm a losing streak, right? What I must do is I must really dig down and work harder. And if you think a football match, for example, right? The football match, you're losing in a football match. If you've ever played any team sport, you know that if you're losing, you just try and work harder. You sprint extra hard. You try and win every ball. You just push for every inch. You're quick to take throw. You're just quick doing everything. You speed up because you know, hey, the clock's ticking down and we're going to lose this game. I need to work hard. I need to press and get it done. And of course, that's fine for a football match because in reality, or a sports event, reality is when that whistle goes, you've lost, you're losing whether you're down 3-0 or whether you're down 4-0, right? It doesn't make much difference. Well, okay, you know, it can potentially, depending if you're a league, but overall, generally speaking, a loss is a loss in terms of a match. Whereas if you look at trading, and if we kind of use that analogy, and I recognize it's slightly rough, but if we look at that and say, if we are now down and we are pushing everything into it, the consequences are still bad for us. Unlike, let's say if you're watching the World Cup, many people were watching the World Cup football. For example, you're in a quarterfinal and if you're out, you're out. Okay, when you're down 1 goal and there's 3 minutes left, everybody is up front for that corner. Everybody, even the keeper, you know, everyone's up there because they've got nothing to lose by pressing as much as possible. Whereas in trading, if you do that, you've got a lot to lose still. If you lose another goal or if you drop another 10K or whatever money may be, that doesn't get wiped clean. That is still there. And so the problem we have is that we want to behave like we're in a sports match or in a competitive environment where there's no consequences to extra loss. Whereas in trading, we need to cut that loss as soon as possible and regroup because there are consequences to further loss. And so our natural instinct is to press. And people say, hey, I've been working really, really hard. I've been trading really extra much. And you think, well, that's the worst thing possibly you can do because actually, because you're in a losing streak anyway, you're almost amplifying that by trading more and you're creating more of a kind of destructive mental attitude, and it's just a bad way of pushing forward. Whereas if you think of it as, okay, when you're ill, right? You're ill, you've got a virus, you've got something, you're knocked out, it's a heavy one, you can't operate, you can't really go to work or something, it's really drained out of you. What's the best thing you can do? The best thing you can do is rest, take a rest, let the body sort itself out, do whatever you got to do, sleep, drink water, etc., and then you'll be back, you'll be fine. If you try and press and push through it, you just get worse and worse and worse and you feel awful and you don't perform and it's just bad. Similar analogy, which is the better analogy, is you think about military, okay? Military, you've got a platoon going out on combat, right? They're struggling, they're pinned down, they're in trouble. Perhaps unfortunately someone's got injured or lost a life. What do? They don't just keep pressing. They retreat. They say, you know what? We want to win the war, the overall goal, which is whatever it may be. If we think of trading, it is to become a profitable trader, to make money on our trades. We're not interested in this little battle. We need to preserve what we've got, i.e. our troops, our men, our resources, and backtrack. And so they will retreat and hopefully everyone gets out okay. And even if there's one injured, hopefully he's okay. Rather than if they stayed there and pressed and just said, I've got to get through this, and they get overrun and unfortunately they'd all end up perishing. So, you know, it's the similarity in the mindset in trading. You know, we need to know when to retreat, to regroup, to attack again. You know, we don't want to be in a losing mentality and still to be pushing when we're obviously outgunned, i.e. we're not performing very well. We haven't got the right strategy. Same if we talked about that military analogy, the strategy is not working. You know, they're getting pinned down or whatever it may be. So pulling back, saving resources, i.e. capital, saving mental strength as well, and just regrouping. So when you are in that losing streak, saying to yourself, okay, this is a small battle. This is not the overall thing I'm trying to achieve here. It doesn't matter if I take a step back, cut those losses where they are, regroup, relax, refresh, and then reassess with a new strategy and a new plan. Now, I know it's easier said than done. I know that we all want to get the money back as quick as possible. We had a losing streak, we lost a bit of money. The best thing we think we can do is trade the next day or the next week and make it all back and more. We think that would be perfect. And in theory, it would. But you know, having that gap to take the break, to regroup, to reassess, and then come back and attack it gives you way more chance of actually doing what you need to do. In other words, you come back because your strategy will be far less aggressive. It will be just right for the thing. You'll have a much better plan than if you just push. And also, the main benefit of that is that you're not digging yourself a massive hole. You're not doing more damage than you need to. You've stopped. Now, when you come back in, could you lose again? Yes, but you're going to have a plan that protects you against catastrophic loss. Whereas if you're constantly digging and fighting and trading and trying to get through, you end up with a massive hole on that. Unfortunately, guys, is account killers. You know, that's the sort of thing that wipe out accounts. It's not a rogue event that catches people out. It's that. It's a losing streak. They're not happy with their performance, so they press harder and harder and harder until they're so deep into it, they've lost a massive amount of their account. They go all in, and then there's the blow up, and they're gone. And either they replenish and they start again, or that's it, out the game. So try and think of it in terms of winning the overall war and not the individual battle. Try not to think of it in terms of the team event of I've got to press, and it doesn't matter if I concede another goal. It does matter. Withdraw, pull back, regroup, reassess, come up with a new plan, and then push ahead. All right, guys, hope that's helped some of you. If it has, thumbs up's appreciated. Take care. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.